Hey guys, how's it going today? Just want to do a walk around video of my new to me 2017 F250, what it has, what it doesn't have, and maybe a few plans I got for it. Start out, it is XLT, not an XLT value package or premium package, just an XLT. So it's kind of as far as all the stuff you can potentially get on these trucks, it is fairly unequipped, I guess. It's still got a lot, but there's a lot of stuff it doesn't have. Don't have the fog lights. I think I might actually try to find somebody's takeoff bumper, somebody that put a full front end replacement. I've been looking around Facebook and Craigslist, and you can get them for just a couple $100. I think they look a little nicer. Got tow hooks. That's probably pretty standard. One thing it did not have was any steps when it was sitting on the lot. I got that thrown in as part of the purchase deal, and that's an absolute necessity. These trucks are ridiculously tall. I don't know if this will do any justice, but I'll try to step back here. It's like, I think it's over 2 feet. I haven't pulled out a measure tape, but it's like over 2 feet from the ground to the floor. That's not very comfortable trying to jump up in there. And I would have really liked the amp research power steps, but they weren't going to throw those in, so these are definitely better than nothing. And no, this isn't a deleted diesel. This is a 6.2 gasser. Couldn't afford a diesel, didn't really want one, so I got a gas. Hopefully be a lot less maintenance issues down the road. Doesn't have all the, what they advertise, 7 cameras you can get. No, I only got 1, just to back up. It's still nice, still nice to have. Helps in parking lots and hooking up to the hitch. Actually, I never had that feature before. That's really nice. And just so you all know, I'm coming from a 1999 Super Duty, so I don't know, my perspective is, well, that's what my perspective is from. I drove an old truck, so a lot of the things on here that I think are super cool might not be that great to some people. I don't know. Yeah, hop in the back seat first. This thing doesn't have the premium sound system, I guess, you could get from Ford, so I'll be looking for some sub box that fits under just the single side over there. I think you can get some put in behind the seat, but I've also heard they're not that great, so I'll probably try to find a box that fits over there, so it might be a little better. I'd still like to have use for these other 2/3 of the seat for the under storage here. It's pretty convenient not having to just throw crap in the back on the floorboard. Yeah, this is really cool. Like I said, did have that option in the last truck. Got little man's throne back here. Alright, well, it got, this is the nice little trim touches. I've heard people say that the fake wood is actually kind of corny on the, I think on the lariats. So I don't know, this just looks nice on all the doors. And like I said, it is an XLT, not an XLT value or premium package, so stuff it doesn't have. It doesn't have power seats, which I think is a little bit crappy, but it's not that big a deal. I'm comfortable with the way it sits. Got the manual grab bars. No buttons nowhere. Let me hop in, turn it on. It's hot out. Alright, okay, like I said, a few things it doesn't have. I don't have the power extending and folding mirrors. I don't know, it might be an option, but it doesn't have that. Not the biggest deal. It would have been nice, but so just the power glass. Select between the two up there and move it around. That's really standard. Down here, just all the headlamp control. Little neat features is the being able to just select the cargo lamp by itself. I thought that was pretty neat. Like I said, probably pretty common for some people, but I didn't have that. This is where the pedal controls, I think, would have been. The adjustable pedals. I think that's what goes there, if you had it. Right here, I don't know what they think I'm going to do with this thing. I really don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. But that's where the electronic four-wheel drive control would have been. It is four-wheel drive, but I have the manual stick on the floor right there, which I guess is kind of cool. I don't know. I won't have to worry about quite as many electronics failing down the road. Maybe not. Got the brake control integrated. Pretty sure that's standard feature even on the XLs. I don't have the big nice 8-inch touchscreen, but this is still pretty nice. I still got the reverse camera. It does work really good for hooking up a trailer. I've only been able to do it once or twice, but it does make it handy not having to get out, check, go back a little bit more, get out, check, go back a little bit more, get out, you know, that routine. Let me see, what else? This is, I guess, it's the standard climate control. It's not dual climate or anything. No cooled or heated seats. But yeah, it's whatever. I don't need all that. Like I said, this truck's, I guess, relatively untrimmed out, but it still has all the things that make driving very convenient. I even test drove a truck that I didn't even know was possible to still have manual crank windows, but it did. It had a manual crank windows and manual door locks, which in a small vehicle, that's not such a big deal. You can reach across, do it from the driver's seat, but I ain't reaching that far. So that was one feature I couldn't go with that. Had to pass on that truck. Okay, what else? Oh, these are neat. What would have been neater is if it would have been the 115 volt wall outlet on one side. That would have been kind of cool. But you know, whatever. It's still there. Got those two right there, and then another one down here. Got a USB right there. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. Don't want to put any change in there. Got that right there because I can't pull it out, dump it out in the house. Let me see the gauge cluster here. There is an upgrade from this. The full digital. It fills in like this whole area. There's little wedges over here, something like that, and it's just full digital. The 4 gauges up top are all digital. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I've heard it's an easy upgrade after the fact, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about that. This is a lot better than the bare bones XL and maybe even STX trims have. I still got all kinds of, I mean, just in the trip, you got trip 1, trip 2, you got this is what I guess just what you use for the overall economy. I reset that when I left the lot, so that 13.1 is what I'm able to do over the when we at right now. I've driven it almost exactly 1,000 miles, I think. It was just shy of 13 when I got it. Now we're just shy of 14. So that includes mostly 5-minute drive to the highway, 5-minute drive on the highway, and then 5-minute drive off the highway to work, and then reverse that on the way home. So I've noticed that if I'm just cruising down the highway, I'll have to do that separately. But if I'm just on the highway, it'll do around, I think I can manage 15. Not a heavy foot. Got to, you know, keep it at 70. Don't be passing everybody, flying by everybody, but I think it'll do 15 if I'm just empty traveling. Towing, I don't know. We'll see about that. I'll actually be doing a towing video in a couple of days here. But let's see what else. Quick little run through. Let me back out. You got this right here, digital speedometer, idle hours, your trans temp, distance to empty, TPS system. That's pretty cool. Didn't have that before. That's all on there. I haven't really fooled with this too much, but I think it's just where you can upload a couple, or not upload, but put in a couple of trailer that you tow or whatever, and just it'll keep track of what you're able to do separately, I guess. You know, your fuel economy and I guess the miles you've pulled the certain trailers and whatnot. Like I said, I haven't really looked into it much, so I could be wrong, but this is, I guess, neat. Not really totally necessary, but it's pretty cool. It'll be neat for if I ever do any towing up, you know, with actually some substantial grades, I'll be able to know exactly what I'm doing instead of just guessing. I don't know. Got the wheel. The center one right there is just your steering, how much angled your steering is. Let's see what else. And just all your control, but I just leave it right there or right there. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, enough of that. I think the base model, the XLs and STX, you got these controls right here for your cruise control and whatnot, but it doesn't have anything on this side. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. You got the radio controls and your Bluetooth controls over here, which is kind of neat. Nothing on the back of the wheel. I don't know if anything's on the back of the wheel ever. I always was complaining about my Ford not having a mist feature, and now I got a one swipe thing. It sounds stupid, but that's a cool thing. Turn your traction control off right there. I got the speaker in the dash, but this isn't, like I said, it isn't a premium sound system. I'll be figuring that out. Not dual climate or anything. No, like I said, I might be repeating myself again. No cooled seats or heated seats, but none of that's real necessary. Just nice to have. Don't have the full center console set up, but on the flip side, I can have a 6-passenger if I want. This compartment's not huge, but it's big enough. If you need a little bigger, you can flip this up and then grab the seat, flip the seat up. And this compartment down here is actually pretty big. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but that's actually pretty big and deep. You can fit concealed carry weapons in there easily. This little cup holder, you can flip it around inside if you want it out of the way for any middle passenger's feet. I'm probably just going to keep it like that. Took the headrest off. There is a headrest, but I took it off because, oh, look, it's down. If you have it, you can't really use those cup holders down there. It's in the way. Alright, what else? We got not much going on out here, just a couple light controls. Sunglass compartment up there. No, I don't know. Dual glove boxes. That's your passenger airbag control right there. I really like these trucks. They're, oh man, it's just it's a cool drive. Like I said, coming from an older truck, maybe they're not as neat as somebody just upgrading a couple of years, but as soon as I saw these on the road, I was kind of drooling over them. There's a, well, here I'll get, there's, I think it's the Lariat Ultimate wheels. I think that's what they're called. 20-inch or black and silver spoked. I saw one leveled. I don't know if it had 35s or 37s, but man, those trucks just look good. I actually picked up a set of those already. That's one of my biggest plans, I guess. I'm gonna be leveling it, not lifting it any. And there's a bunch of leveling options, so I got to figure that out too. I'm probably gonna end up doing a 1.5, maybe 1.5 to 2.5, because I don't know if it's like that on every truck, but I measured and I have almost a 4-inch rake from the back to the front. It's ridiculous the nosedive this thing does. I mean, it's got an insane cargo capacity, so I guess you got to compensate for some squat, but I won't ever be carrying over 3,000 pounds. That's what, let me see what this thing is exactly. Let's see, right? Over 3,000 pounds in the bed, or just overall. It's crazy. So I won't ever be carrying that much, but I will be towing trailers, heaviest camper. But yeah, I'm gonna get a leveling kit, the 20-inch Lariat Ultimate wheels. I already have those, and I'm gonna be putting 295s, I think 65s, 35-inch tires. I've read and seen that you can do 37s with minor rubbing, but I don't want any rubbing, and I want to keep it a little more user friendly. This thing is already freaking tall. I compared it when I still had my other truck right before I sold it. I just walked up to the bed line, and like I said, this truck not lifted, nothing right now. This is just bone stock. It sits higher than my 99 Super Duty, and that one had about a 2-inch lift on it, 2-inch level lift. And it's just crazy how tall these things are. I don't, if I make it any higher, I won't be able to freaking get in. But well, I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling on now. Like I said, this truck's insane. I like this thing a lot. That's what it is. I'll be transporting our camper actually tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna try to put out a video on that too. I've read good things, good reviews on the, at least compared to what my other truck was. It had the old 7.3, but it wasn't high mileage. It wasn't beat up. It probably could have used an overhaul tune-up, maybe, just off of age. And I'm hoping that this thing will do better. I've read good things, seen some videos and stuff. But yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys right now. But if you're questioning whether or not you want to get one of these trucks, or if you're on the fence, I'm gonna say you won't be disappointed. You know, engines aside, I don't know, but just the truck itself. And these 6.2s aren't a slouch. This thing, it gets up and gets out of its own way. Don't have a problem doing that. Can't imagine what the diesels run like. I hear they're just make these things look slow sometimes, but these things, they really aren't slow. I've heard claims that they'll do 0 to 60 in like 7-something seconds. I know in drag race land that's nothing, but this is a heavy-ass truck. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop talking your ear off now. Just wanted to show y'all what we had here. Talk to y'all later.